lovelies. Today I have a very special treat for you because we are going on a weekend trip from London to the beautiful and historic city of York. It is less than 2.5 hours from London by train. So we are at King's Cross and let's go to York. Busy, busy, busy. This station operates a no-smoking policy. All right, we are on the train. It's so weird to be here like 15 minutes early. I'm used to being like super last minute rushing, but got here in time, so just chillaxing. And in a little under 2.5 hours, we will be in York. Made it to York, super excited. We're going to go find our accommodation now and I will check in with you there. But yeah, just excited to get first impressions of the city. So a bit of York history while we walk over to where we're staying. Basically, York as we know it was discovered in 71 AD by the Romans, about 5,000 of them. And they built it into the city that it is today. But there's only about 2% of Roman remains that were found, which is quite crazy. Yeah, only 2% of Roman remains are found in present day, which means there's a lot of mystery behind here, but that's what makes it exciting. Our Airbnb is just a 15-minute walk from the station, so I'm gonna find it now. I already found something I want to add to my to-do list. Simply jive. You don't need to bring a partner. Just come along. You will be jiving successfully on the first night. I want to be a successful jiver in York. I'm adding that to my bucket list. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so just made it to the Airbnb. It is so cute and cozy. And the owner left us Yorkshire tea and a Yorkie. This is so cute. I've never had a Yorkie before. Don't think my partner has either, so that'll be nice to try. Then there's a map of all the pubs in York. Maybe we can make our way to one or two of them on the trip. All right, let's see the room. Just taking off my shoes. Oh, wow. No. No! So nice. Oh wow, so next door the property's being renovated. Like, it's super nice on the outside, but the neighbors are, so I guess they felt so bad that it looked a bit ugly there that they gave us Prosecco. My love, we got free Prosecco. Oh wow. I think because they felt bad that that's so ugly over there. That's so funny. This is what I miss about staying in Airbnbs, like OG Airbnbs, where the owners actually live in the place and, you know, have a connection to the place and are from that place rather than it being some random overseas person. And yeah, that's so sweet. I love the nice touch. Okay, let's look at the rest of the flat. Okay, so lovely living room. Nice and cozy. Really lovely. All right, let's go to the bedroom. Wow, so charming. Okay, I'm going to try a Yorkie. It tastes like chocolate. This tastes like chocolate. So actually I had not one, but 2 York hotels on my bucket list. There are these little country boutique hotels. One was the Fat Badger and one was the Guy Fawkes Hotel. I'll put the links to them down below, but yeah, booked super last minute. Obviously both sold out. It's summer. It's the busiest period for tourism in York, and Yeah, so we're in an Airbnb. I'm very happy with the Airbnb, but would highly recommend those hotels if you do get a chance to stay in them. So now we are going to go check out the pub scene in York. I'm super excited. There's so many old historic pubs here, of course, like most places in England. I feel like sometimes you say, oh, and this is known for this old pub, and then you go somewhere else and you're like, oh, and here's another old pub. And there's just a lot of old pubs everywhere. It's like the whole thing with Charles Dickens where they're like, oh, this is where Charles Dickens used to drink. And then you hear that about 50 times and you're like, I just feel like this man liked to drink. Anyways, on that note, I think we're going to start with the Eagle and Child. We're going to see if they have dinner, hopefully, and then we'll go. I think there's a lamb and something out, lamb and child, eagle and child, a lot of lambs, a lot of eagles, a lot of animals. All right, let's go pubbing. I'll go for the fish and chips. All right, we have made it to our first and last stop of the day at the Eagle and Child pub. It's in this 1642 timbered building, very British, so gonna tuck in for some fish and chips, have a pint, and then start our day proper tomorrow. So, talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Morning, morning. So after a good night at the pub, it is the next day in York from London for a weekend trip. And this is our first full day of exploring. So first stop is York Minster. It is an Anglo-Saxon church dating back to the 1400s. It took over 250 years to build, which is just insane. There's so much history here, so very excited to go explore. Yeah, let's go inside York Minster. Look at the detail. So grand. Going down to the crypt now. Mind your head. It's incredible how preserved everything is. It literally feels like walking in history. A little York shopping now. Ooh, free tea sample.
You want this one here?
Yeah, the creamy pistachio.
Okay, say stop.
Really good tea. I love the streets here. I think I'm just gonna go for a full English. 4.4. Got an English breakfast that looks divine and a Welsh dragon. Is that it, babe? A Welsh dragon? Oh.
Bacon and cheese flatbread
What are you doing? This is a video. All right, so we have just finished a very yummy brunch, and now we are heading to the Shambles. Lovely sweets. What do they got? Okay, this is a really good fudge place. My mom went crazy when we visited it in Bath. Oh, my camera's messing up, but so good.
There was a, he could have worked for a company up in Yorkshire.
So York is also very famous for its chocolate. So the York chocolate story, really good. And I'm sure they give amazing samples. Okay, we've reached the Shambles. It is one of York's most historic medieval shopping streets. I believe it dates back to the 14th century. I think it's also the inspiration, no, it is inspiration for Diagon Alley as well, which I can kind of already tell just looking from it from back there, but it's very busy, but let's see what we can explore. Walking down the street. There's a big queue for something. So many people.
No, I'm pretty close, so there won't be any lights. I don't know whether...
super. This one was on TikTok quite a bit. The Potions Cauldron. Where does it say TikTok sensation? Spellbound butterscotch beer. Ooh, the chocolate one does sound good. There's so many little shops here. Chocolate shops, little like sweater shops, ice cream, cheese. It's like a bunch of really cute independent shops. I love it. It is very busy though, but we're here in the middle of the day, so that's to be expected. Maybe come right before all the shops close or as soon as they open in the morning. This is British humor in a nutshell.
Such a long queue outside.
The shop that must not be named. Ah, it's a Harry Potter shop. This really cute Christmas shop. That looks delicious. There's lots of local businesses and food to choose from here. But I think we're gonna head soon to the York Art Gallery. We may try and come back either at night or early tomorrow morning and just see it a little bit more quiet, but also it's kind of, I always think that with like touristy places, it's touristy for a reason. It is super cool, and yeah, it's nice experiencing the buzz of everything. But I think we'll also see it at a quieter time too. I also love all the old Tudor buildings. So cool. Also realized my hat was messed up for like the past 5 minutes. I also just found this right across the road. Foxgate Merchants Quarter, which is a lot less busy than the Shambles. Maybe it is still part of the Shambles, but definitely a lot less busy. I also love how they're so much nicer up north than in London. Don't get me wrong, because I think that's a stereotype about London, that everyone is just unfriendly, but there is a particular hospitality in the north. Like even when we were at brunch and just walking about, people are just, I don't know, in a bit of a better mood. It does look like Canterbury. It's lovely. What kind of monger do you think you would be, my love? Like how they had fishmongers, an ironmonger? A football monger, okay. We'll get to the art gallery eventually, but just a few streets down on Gubbergate, my love, how do you pronounce that? Gubbergate Street? Just a few streets down on Gubbergate Street is Shambles Market. So I guess it's an extension of the Shambles, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like a lot of independence, nice flower shop, really cute. So cool, so many shops here. Yeah, if you want fruit, if you want a sweater, if you want a new hat, if you want some jewelry, if you want an iPhone charger, there are so many shops here. York Art Gallery. I'm so excited for this exhibition. Alrighty, I can't take videos inside the exhibition, but I can take photos, so I'll get a few, but maybe just really excited. It's Monet in York, Which is funny, I feel like when you think about the big artists, you always think they're in London or Paris or New York, but yeah, Monet in York. So I'm gonna go enjoy it and I'll put some photos up. Thanks, man.
So it's raspberry ripple and vanilla.
Ooh. We also went to this organic shop this morning near our Airbnb and got this ginger apple juice. It is so good. Right next to the art gallery is the York Museum Gardens, where we are heading next.
Load the painting as well.
Oh, look, there's one little puppy in the middle of everything. Dare to be different. Like that one puppy. I will say, England is so good for gardens. So many wildflower meadows and rose gardens. Yeah, when it comes to gardening, the English know what they're doing. Just wandering a little bit further into the museum gardens. So the exhibition you have to pay for, but the museum gardens are free, which is lovely. Alright, gonna continue on. I love all the old ruins, just so casually, where people are hanging out. So beautiful. York Museum Gardens. Definitely one of my favorite bits of York so far, but everything has been really lovely. This is such a cool city. Just old city walls, just right there. I think there's a wedding going on. Leaving the beautiful York Museum Gardens and heading to Clifford's Tower. The Clifford's Tower is an English heritage site and it's one of the last remains of York Castle. There's incredible views over the city from it, so excited for that. And that's our last official bit for the day, but I think we're gonna catch some more York pubs and maybe hang out by the Riverside and yeah, just enjoy this unusually sunny day in the UK as well. The weather is absolutely lovely. There she is. That's a lot of steps. Let go. Up, up, up. Okay, I wasn't sure how good the view would be looking at it from the bottom, but already you can see. Looks like it'll be quite nice. Whoa. So this was a center for royal government for over 600 years, including in the times of William the Conqueror. Wow. I say wow a lot, but that is truly how I feel when I'm exploring these sites, especially historical English sites. Just wow. King's Chapel. And on your head. Let's go up to the views. No way. Bloody gorgeous. Got York Minster coming up on the right. Hello. Alrighty, I think for the rest of the day, it is literally just about walking around York. taking in the Riverside, maybe going to a Riverside pub. Yeah, the pubs in New York looks pretty good, so definitely want to partake in more of that. But I think the exploring touristy bit is done for today. I really enjoyed it. It's so much history and sightseeing opportunities. Time to have a relaxed evening in York. Morning, my lovelies. So we have just checked out of our Airbnb, going to head over and drop off our stuff for day three. Day three, our last day, weekend trip, London to York. So I think we're gonna go to the Shambles and see if it's a little less busy now. It's almost 8, so hopefully you can just see it a little bit more quiet. And yeah, then enjoy our last day in York. That is a cool pub. It's 300 years old. If I went to uni here back in the day, I would just play like movie scores and go on early morning runs. Oh my goodness. Day and night. Look at that. Wow, it's literally day and night. Now without all the crowds, I can truly see how this was the inspiration for Diagon Alley. All the shops aren't open because it's like 8, but yeah, it's still so cool. I feel like a kid in like a storybook. All setting up the shops for the day. Shambles shops. It is so unbelievably cool how unbusy it is, and it's only 8:15, 8:20. So I think I would suggest coming here twice. So come when the shops are open, you know, it's a little bit busier, people are about, but then maybe come the next day or the first day in the morning, just like around this time, just to see it like this, because yeah, it's really magical. Now going to find a nice little historic cafe before going on a boat tour across the city. Found the cafe, the Perky Peacock. Should we sit here? This cafe is so cute, and it is in a 14th century tower called Barker Tower. That was lovely jubbly. Now heading to the boat to go on a river cruise across York. The King's Staith Landing. Boarding up. That was so nice. Just seeing all the nature bits and the city bits, and yeah, that was absolutely lovely. Highly recommend doing a boat tour when you are in York. Now we're off to afternoon tea. Actually running a bit late, so I need to give them a call, but I think it's only a 15-minute walk from here, so we should be fine. Interesting.
Labradors. But
You can either walk in to the cafe tea room or book in advance, and I think you get the fancier, fancier room, which is where we are now. So it's a set menu. Order as much tea as you like. Don't know what tea I'm gonna go for. And this is the afternoon tea menu. It's a set menu. You get the savory first, or sandwiches, scones. They'll all come together, and then I think you can add some bits if you want. But we're taking it easy today, so no Prosecco or champagne at this one. The art of tea pouring. Put the strainer. Did that in the least elegant way possible. Then my China rose petal. Nice. Thanks so much.
A mint cream cheese tart and a beetroot cup, a Minster quiche with sun-dried tomatoes. Then your sandwiches, you have the flaked salmon, creme fraiche,
And one thing that many people don't realize is that you can ask for more sandwiches at afternoon tea. So yeah, just a little hack.
That's something a bit more romantic.
I really want to find a bookshop. You can go to that bookshop. We passed it so many times. The Minster Gate Bookshop. Nothing like a bit of York life. Time to go up the city walls. So these walls were built about 900 years ago to protect the Yorks from the Scots. And it's great because you can do this walk at your own pace. I believe it's about 2 to 3 miles. I will put what that is in kilometers. But yeah, it's really cool. And there's all these little kind of bits where you can see out. I'm guessing so they could see out onto, you know, who's coming, what's going on. And now it's just a nice place to look out to the city. So from here you can really see how it used to go all around, protecting the city. I'm also wildly impressed at just how preserved everything is. Like, look at this. So we're just continuing the loop. You can really walk it for as little or as much as you want. You can walk the whole thing. I don't know if we're gonna walk the whole thing, but we'll walk a bit. Then there's a pub I want to try before we go. The same pub that was the hotel that I wanted to stay in before it was sold out, but the pub should be good. So yeah, let's continue walking along the city walls. My intrusive thought is that I'm gonna fall off on the side. Ooh, it's a little bit too close for comfort. It's so close to the ground. No one wants to fall, so I'll be in super respectful, like, oh, no, you go, you go, you go. Nice. Entering another section. That's cool. It's closed right now, but there's a coffee shop Back there, Gatehouse Coffee. Ah. Very nice beer garden. We ended up walking half the city walls and then went to the Fat Badger where we are now. They have a really good secret garden and really good hotel rooms too. If you get to stay here when you come to York, definitely suggest. It was high on my bucket list. It wasn't sold out, but yeah, got some pints, enjoying the secret garden and the weather. I feel like that's just the most British thing to do when the weather's good. Go to a beer garden, get up high, and just chillax. So that is how we're gonna spend our last few moments, hour or so before we catch our train back to London. I figured before I go into the station, I'll also let you know what my thoughts were on York because it is my first time visiting York. I really liked it. It's really cute. I love the cobblestone streets and just that like old English charm. Obviously, so much history. So I think 2 to 3 days is good, but you definitely could spend more time just like discovering all there is to do in the city. There are even like cafes and pubs. The pubs in here is amazing. Yeah, I'd highly recommend it, whether you're coming from London or another place in the UK or on a UK trip and looking for a place to combine it with. Yeah, I really, really liked it. Obviously, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you will love it. And yeah, I'd highly recommend coming to York. All right, gonna finish these and head to the station. Just like that, it is back on the train to London. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I've inspired you to come to York, and I will leave a blog post and like links to everything that we did down below in the description box. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, my goal is just to make someone stay with these videos, make you smile. So if I did that, let me know in the comments, and happy travels. Bye.